Deathground is a new multiplayer dinosaur survival horror game, heavily inspired by Alien Isolation. For years gamers have been asking for a Jurassic Park survival horror game. And while Universal Pictures has not announced any plans for such a game, we'll be soon getting a game that can come as close to this as possible. Jaw Games has just announced a new dinosaur survival horror game, Deathground, and below you can find its first screenshots and details. Now the good news here is that Deathground is heavily inspired by Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation is considered by many as one of the best survival horror games of the last few years, so that's at least a good thing. The bad news is that this won't be a single-player story-driven game. From what we can see, Deathground will be mainly a multiplayer game. Thus, players will have to reach an extraction point in order to survive. That, or they can complete a number of objectives. So yeah, that's a bummer. The game will support both solo and co-op modes. According to the developers, Deathground will throw players into a desperate battle for survival against deadly eye dinosaurs. Players can hide inside closets, and can use a tracking device and flashlights. The game will also have eye dinosaurs, weather systems, random spawn and extraction points, as well as dynamic objectives. Deathground will be using Unreal Engine 4, and promises to have dynamic gameplay enriched with objectives, stealth, combat and teamwork. Players will also interact with a range of items and weapons, and have access to a crafting system.